Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. We are comics. We are vain. So if you have no noise in the background, please unmute your mics. Feel free to keep your cameras off if you don't want to show you smiling faces, but we wouldn't mind seeing those either. But the big thing for us is we love to hear you laugh. It lets us know we're entertaining you. Lets us know we're doing well, and it just gives us that adrenaline rush that we need. We've got going on what 13, 14 months now that we have not been able to do comedy in front of live audiences. Well, at least most. There's always some exceptions, but we'd like to get back to that. We hope to get back to that soon. But in the meantime, we have been doing Zoom comedy, our way of allowing us to continue doing what we love doing. But some of these comics, they do this for a living, or at least for part income, and they haven't seen much of it. So we have set up two ways if you want to donate. Basically, you can go to paypal.me/BD comedy. Or if you're doing Cash App, it's $ButtonDown Comedy. Just anything you want to give. They'll appreciate it. Trust me. Even if you don't, please spread the word. Tell your friends if you had a good time. Tell us if you didn't. Don't tell your friends that because we don't want them to. Hopefully, everybody will enjoy themselves. We will, I'm sure. We have a phenomenal lineup tonight. I think you'll all be very happy. Some of my favorite people that I know, and a couple one that I have not met before, just online. So we'll start off with me, and then we'll get to the comics afterwards. I'm a divorced father of 2 daughters, and it's not a dream. It's not the dream I had when I was younger to be surrounded by women. It's not that same dream. We have a female cat. It doesn't even listen to me. It's just how the way it is. But as a parent, you have those moments where you get to teach life lessons. My daughter's about 5 years old at the dinner table, talking while chewing her food. Here it is, my moment. Honey, don't talk with food in your mouth. Without missing a beat, she reaches and takes the food out of her mouth and continues to talk. I can't get mad. She did what I told her to do. So yes, there was a life lesson, and I learned it quite well. But as a comedian, we get a lot of our comedy from our childhood, that trauma that is our parents. And my parents were fucking awful. For comedic value, they were nice. Brought me up to be nice. My mother even bought me a life insurance policy. And I think that was so when she said, I brought you in this world, I can take you out, I'm just gonna make a little money on the deal. But as a divorced father, I got back into the dating scene a little bit. And if you haven't been in the dating scene more recently, there's a lot of apps, a lot of dating apps and websites. And if you haven't done, there's a couple things. Sorry about that.
Are killing yourself?
The tech side of hosting. But if you haven't done any of the dating apps and such, there's a lot of confusion, and maybe you guys can help me. I'm on a site and I see a picture of 5 females, 5 women. Next picture, the same 5 women. Which one is she? I mean, the first thing I did was I cropped out all my friends who were cuter than me. Well, I didn't have any friends cuter than me. Okay, I don't have any friends. Do you mind? Was no but we are in the South. And so whenever I saw the duck lips pictures, my first question, do they have teeth? And of course, it was a very big thing for guys to have their kills, and something they've killed. So I put my picture up there. Nice picture of me holding my house plant. Dead as a doornail. I did get the opportunity to go on a date. We had a very nice dinner. We decided to see a movie. Back when we could see movies. They have the screens at theaters where you can pick your seat. So being the gentleman, I let her pick the seat. She said, that one and that one. I said, I thought the date was going well. She said, I'm sorry, you're just too childish. I said, wait a minute. I read your profile. It said you love children. And as a parent, I did learn the difference between children and girlfriends. When you tell them, when you threaten to spank them, children will stop. Have you ever had somebody who has that issue where their food can't touch, has to be? And I asked her, I said, what about things like stir fry? It's all mixed together. She says, it's fine as long as it comes out that way. So I just have to remember to put the whipped cream on before I go into the bedroom. She had a dog. It was a mixed breed dog. Didn't like me too much. It was a cockapoo cock blocker. It did like whipped cream though. I had an ex-girlfriend who put a restraining order out on me. I told her, it's your own fault. You made me promise to never leave. Now what's for dinner? She had a nickname for me. She called me her Energizer Bunny. She said every time she thought of us in bed, she thought of AAA. That's a good rating, right? But I've been dealing with some issues, and I'm not sure how to handle it. My girlfriend's been seeing another guy. His name is Sam. I'm not sure how to handle it. She says that she goes to his club. I could have had a club. She actually pays a membership to the club. I said, what does Sam have that I don't have? She has a really large package of paper towels. But my girlfriend, she does not like it when I use the N word. So I have to say yes to everything. She told me never change. And she complains about the smell. This pandemic has been hard on everybody, and it has changed things. It has changed how we watch medical shows. It used to be, ooh, McDreamy's wearing his ferry boat hat. Now it's, I think he's wearing that mask wrong. But we are much more aware of our bodies, and the human body is a marvel of design. I mean, opposable thumbs, interlocking genitals, my personal favorite. But who had the bright idea to take air filtration and food intake in the same pipe? And let's drain sinuses while we're at it. Really, guys, you couldn't have come up with something more useful, like when I see a pretty girl, my abs get hard, you know? But I am looking forward to when this is all over, when I can see people's smiling faces, when I can read their expressions, when I can accidentally spit on them while I talk. All right, that is my time. You've been a great audience, and we're going to start off with some real comics now. Our first comic comes to us from Asheville, North Carolina.
Woo, woo, woo.
In person, and he is as wild in person as he is on screen, so you have a lot to look forward to here. Let's put our hands together for Corey Smathers.
Woo. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I wish my dad could. That'd be nice. Hi, my name is Corey Smathers. My mom thinks I'm pretty funny. But the Catholic priest says I was better at oral. I'm Catholic, if that didn't give that away. think some of the people, I think some of my family is watching this, so that's probably not a good joke to make right now, but it's been made. Listen, it's too late to put the condom back on. That's how my father felt, at least. How are y'all doing tonight? Woo! Yes. Well, I currently live with my grandmother at the moment. I've been living with her during quarantine. Her actual name is Bernice. But here in the family, call her Mama. I like to call her one gentle push down the stairs away from being a single homeowner. She let her friend move in with us during quarantine. Her name was Patty. Patty was super sweet. So if you're keeping track, I was sorry. I was one bitter old queen away from being an episode of the Golden Girls, and 2 gentle pushes down the stairs from being a homeowner. Patty moved out after she heard that joke. I'm okay with it. But I've developed a whole lot of fun habits during quarantine. One of my favorite ones is like dating. Not that I'm dating in person, but I found that I've become more attractive during quarantine because I've got a mask on and my sunglasses and a hat whenever I go out. And now all of a sudden people are giving me their phone numbers. And I'm okay with that until the mask comes off. Then they see me and then they hear my voice and like, not sure about that. Also, it's hard to bring over a date when you live with your grandmother, because then you have to play the hide the hearing aids game. If you're going to try to sneak in a man, you got to make sure that your roommate does not have her supersonic hearing aids in. That even goes for masturbation, which is just as much fun when you live with somebody that can hear everything in the house. These jokes are going over well. Other quarantine hobbies that I have. Oh my gosh. Okay. Finding good Hallmark movies to watch with Mama. It's like a Where's Waldo? Like which Hallmark movie is gonna make me or Mama cry the most? You know who cries the most? I want to say me, but really it's just my soul. The fact that I'm like watching these with her. It's super fun. I thought I had a lot more material lined up. I'm sorry, y'all. I think I'm have to jump off. Okay, I can talk about the levels of homophobia if I have time. Level 1, I always like to play the games of homophobia as a video game. Level one is family homophobia. It's when you come out to your parents and your mom says, you need to come to Jesus. Oh, Mom, I've come to Jesus. Level two game of homophobia is physical violence. And I don't know if you can tell this much about me by this point, but I am much more of a lover than I am a fighter. So normally I just like bow down and I take my beatings and I'm happy about it because it does more for me than it does for you. Level 3 of homophobia is when bitches be talking bad about brunch. You do not talk bad about my boy Brunch. Brunch is a gay right. I have marched with plenty of white bitch on my back from one endless mimosa bar to the next to earn my right for brunch. If I hear you talking bad about my boy Brunch, you know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is I'm going to have to backhand you so hard that the glitter and the sparkle off of me gets transferred onto you. Do you know what we call that? I'm so glad you asked. We call that a gay baptism. Congratulations, hallelujah, Madonna, Vogue, Vogue, Vogue. Now I get to put a rainbow star sticker on my gay card. Bet you didn't know that was a thing. Congratulations, you'll be receiving yours here in a few weeks. You know what happens after 10 rainbow star stickers on my gay card? The gay mafia goes out, convince one of you straight people. Geo, I'm hoping that's you. If not, Art, I'm down to clown. After 10 rainbow star stickers, they go out, they convince you to give me a free blowjob. We call that, I bet you didn't know you was a homo blowjob, and I'm 2 rainbow star stickers away. That's my time. I'm gonna bounce. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Corey,
Nice.
Zoom comedy has hurt Corey, and he can't flirt with the audience. That was like 2/3 of his show. It's usually
That's it's true.
So when we get live comedy, come out and see Corey flirt with the audience. It's a laugh riot. It really is. Our next comic, I met doing the Zoom comedy, which I've met a lot of great people, and I saw Erik's bit that he sent me and laughed my butt off. So I want you guys to give a warm welcome to Erik Angel.
Thank you, thank you. Corey, now you also muted yourself. You cannot mute yourself.
I'll unmute myself for you, Daddy.
Okay, thank you, Corey. And what's going on? Teresa, Ashley, Megan, Beth, Stacy, Amanda, audience attend. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? It's a comedy show here. We need you. Open at least the microphone. They hear it. They're really people. Oh my God. Okay, fun comedy. Yes. Oh, wonderful. So I'm Erik. I'm an Israeli. I speak falafel. And I came to America after my dream to sit for a year in a studio apartment and to do comedy online. And I'm crushing it. I love these backgrounds of the Zoom. You see George is just getting inside the wall and coming back from the wall. Hey, here's Beth. How are you? Unmute yourself. I want to hear this smile. Yeah.
You want to hear my smile?
I want to hear your smile. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. You know, Beth, the last few months I had to perform in front of people that temporarily couldn't express their mental illness here in the subway in New York. So they had to do it in front of me when I am performing in Zoom. Yes, I had shows in front of people without shirts, lying on sofas, drinking, eating, bringing kids, cats. Beth, 2 nights ago, I performed in front of a hamster, okay? Eating boiled egg. But you know, the worst of all happened to me a few weeks ago. In the middle of my set, someone opened his camera and jerked off.
Woo!
Jerked fucking off. Now, listen, I got it, Corey, okay? I'm hot. It's not easy, okay? I'm sure that few of you are struggling not to touch yourself since I started my set, but come on, man. I was talking shit about my mother. This is what turned him on. Beth, why is it, again, I cannot hear your smile. What's going on with you? Ma, were you afraid that I will hear you? Ma, you have noise at home? No, really, why you have to be quiet? Beth? Talk to me, Beth.
Too many Zoom calls. I know how it works. You're supposed to be on mute.
No, in comedy, you're not supposed to be in mute. Really not.
I'm not the only one on mute.
Yeah, this is why this show is flying to the air, Beth. This is why you're flying to the
All
air
right,
here.
I'll stay off mute. I will. All right, go ahead.
Okay, comedy, it's not on mute. Who told you?
I know.
What book
Zoom's
you
on
read
mute.
it? No, it's really not true. Are you also from North Carolina?
Yes. No, not from.
But you based there.
Yes.
Where you born and raised?
Boston.
Boston. Okay, well, it's not good.
Okay.
Why are you whispering, Boston? It's okay. It's great. I grew up on the Boston Celtics. You know, your team is like in the 80s. It was amazing. So I'll tell you, I'm born and raised in Israel in a culture that believes that you don't need to speak if you can say the exact same words shouting. This is why when people see two Israelis talking, they always think that we're having a fight. But we are not having a fight. We're gonna have one, but hey, let us warm up. You know what? This, I don't know if you know Israelis, but this is who we are. We're not like those Gentiles that want to die with their feelings locked in a box. Mm-mm. We want to die from a stroke. Yeah, this is why 70% of the Israeli men are bald and the other 30 live in denial. Yeah, for every piece of hair that I have on my head, I have at least 5 on my back. Yeah, and 12 on my Shabbat Shalom. And also, I don't know what people want from us, the Israelis. You know, we're exactly like the Italians, just with bad taste. Somebody ever been here in Israel?
Nope.
No? Somebody had sex with an Israeli? Cory?
No.
Oh, yes. I knew that. Okay. Shalom, shalom, Cory. And how was that?
I'm willing to convert.
Yeah, that I don't know if you know that, but we are the best sex on the planet. Yeah.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, we have small dicks. Also the girls, by the way, but we are amazing. And if one day you will be lucky enough like Cory and you go to bed with an Israeli and God forbid you don't have fun, you can report him. Really. They can even take from him his Judaism, bring him back his foreskin. Listen, if I'm going with you to bed, I'm obligated to make you feel amazing. It's a national matter. They signed us on papers when I was 13. Otherwise, I couldn't do bar mitzvah. Yeah. The ones here that don't know what is a bar mitzvah, it's a ceremony for 13 years old Jewish boys that symbolize their transition from being a boy to being an obsessive masturbator. Okay. Now that you see how much your laugh is good for this show, Beth? Yeah, good to go. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself because you look very curious. First of all, Erik Angel, it's my stage name. My first real Israeli name is Dotan. This is my name, Dotan. I stopped using it because I'm tired that everyone in America is calling me Donut. Yeah. I'm just a victim of the obesity problem in this country, Beth. And, you know, lately I start to be part of it. I'm 45 years old. Until a few years ago, I was already old. But now I'm vintage. I'm the record. I'm the cassette. I'm the rotary dial phone. No, as the gay community calls me, dead. Yeah. Now I'm a new immigrant. I just got my green card. Thank you. Okay, we have we have 3 Democrats here. That's beautiful. Yeah. Impeachment. Wonderful. Yeah. So my wife, she's American. She's beautiful. I met her in Shabbat dinner in the JCC, you know, the Jewish Community Center in Krakow, in Poland. Yes, I went to Poland to do what any other Jew will do there, to watch a concert of the Foo Fighters. It's true. But when I met her, I was afraid that she will become an Orthodox Jew. But then I did a brilliant move. I took her to Israel. After 6 months with us, it's more reasonable she'll become Muslim than Orthodox Jew. Yeah, she really, really liked that. Really, really liked that. But my wife, it's very important for her that we'll share everything. So a few months ago, she gave me COVID-19. You heard about it. Yeah, and for a few weeks, I lost the sense of taste and sense of smell, but somehow the Jewish food I ate those days tasted exactly the same. I don't know. Yeah, I checked my health application last night in iPhone. I discovered that I passed away. Yeah, I'm the second Jew after Jesus, Beth, to be resurrected. I'm a Hanukkah miracle. Listen, I don't know what's going on there with you, the COVID, the place you live, open, closed. The future is really scary, right? We don't know what's going to happen. I say always look on the bright side of life. Really, look at me. Thanks to COVID, a few months ago, I fulfilled one of my biggest dreams in life. Yes, I didn't have to do Rosh Hashanah dinner with my family. Huh?
Yeah.
This is an achievement.
Mhm.
That time it ended in 10 minutes over Zoom and a mysterious technical problem. What happened there? Also, last February, not last month, last February, my mother called me and she said, listen, I'm coming to be with you in New York for a month, Beth. I didn't sleep for a week. In one point, I said to myself, let's find her a place to stay. Maybe it will make me feel more relaxed. So I booked for her Airbnb in Los Angeles. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What can I do? You know, my mother, it's a really, really depressing person. Yeah, maybe this is the reason that my most happiest childhood picture, I'm crying. Yeah. Do you know that until today, I didn't tell my mama that I'm doing comedy? It's true. Why should I? She doesn't believe in laughter. Yeah, but still, people say that in 1978, she smiled. A rumor. I don't know. Last time in Israel, I went with her to a coffee place, and after 1 hour and a half that she talked so many bad things about everyone, a fly on the table killed himself. I'm telling, it was a very optimistic fly. I saw him coming there inside the coffee place. He was so, he just couldn't get, no, but please, Beth, don't get me wrong. I love my mother, really. I love her like she was my aunt. So, you know, I'm learning many things as a new immigrant. I think the biggest thing that I learned since I arrived to America is that I am Jewish. Really, because I born and raised in Israel as an Israeli. But since I left Israel, everywhere I'm going in the world, suddenly I am the Jew. And since I arrived to New York City very fast, I learned that here, everything is my fault, right? Yeah, suddenly I control the money here, I control the real estate business, I control Hollywood. Yeah, they keep shooting Fast and Furious movies because of me. Yeah, it's my fault that Wonder Woman is a bad actress, that Waze takes people to the wrong street. The Mets are losing, my fault. Yeah, Trump's daughter marrying a schmuck, my fault. You not laughing, Beth.
Your fault.
My fault, exactly. The Jew will sit here in the upper West in New York. His wife will eat dinner, will starve to death, and make Beth laugh. Of course, so convenient. You know, it's so strange. I'm really learning all this Jewish thing now. It's really new for me. And when I met my wife, everybody asked me only one question. Is she Jewish? Is she Jewish? Is she Jewish? Is she Jewish? Her father Jewish? His mother Jewish? Jewish? Nobody cared about anything else. And I got it. You know, I understand, because for us, the Jews, it's very important to keep in the tribe all our illnesses. Yeah, we don't like to share viruses, okay? There are people that say the Jews invented the COVID. Come on, it's making me laugh. Do you really think that we're going to share such a treat with somebody else? Do you know, by the way, Beth, how dangerous it's for two Jewish people to have a kid together, especially if it's Ashkenazi Jew from Eastern Europe? Do you know how many crazy illnesses can be involved here?
Yes.
Three eyes, it's the least of our concerns. For me, it's safer to have a kid with my cousin, okay, unless she is not also an Ashkenazi Jew. I don't know. I think God just doesn't want us to duplicate ourselves. I don't know, maybe he had enough, maybe he tasted our food, but something is going on. And I think, and I believe that it's time for us, the Jews, to recruit new people with better genes for our future. Okay, like Cory, for example. Oh yeah, Beth, you are Jewish?
I'm not.
You want to be? I have connections.
I can be. I'm close. I'm close.
Wonderful. Listen,
I'm
what?
yeah.
What you are? Tell me.
I'm Jewish adjacent.
What does it mean?
It means I live near Jews.
Oh, okay. This is a start. This is a start. Beth, all we need, we have to bring you to a rabbi, and for a year, it will teach you how to victimize yourself, to complain, and to
Helpless.
depress
I'm
yourself
already
and
there.
everybody around you. What about allergies? You need a lot of allergies. You have allergies?
Yes,
What kind of allergies?
all of them.
Okay, so you're half Jew, Beth. Mazel tov.
Absolutely. And
Yeah,
shame. I have lots of guilt and shame.
Oh, wonderful. You accepted. Wonderful. So I'll leave you with this, and it was real fun. And thank you so much, Beth. And your name is not Anne, right? You're not Anne. You just written Anne.
I didn't.
No, not you. There is a guy here. It's called Anne, but I don't think his name. He also, like my mother, he smiled last time in 1978, I believe. So I leave you with this. Where is Beth?
I'm here. I'm just
You
feeding.
have just to touch something. This is your thing.
Feeding
You're
the
not
dog.
relaxed. You have to push some button. I understood. So I'll leave you with this. You know, the worst sin in Judaism is to masturbate. Okay, or as we say in Yiddish, to jerk off. They say that if you're doing it in this life, after you die, you're gonna be sent to hell forever. Okay, no Jews, nobody's concerned, but be a little bit concerned because it's exactly the same punishment for Christians and for Muslims. And if you ask me, in heaven, there are only people without hands. Come on, everybody jerked off at least once in his life, right? Make noise if you never jerked off. You see? So don't worry, we're gonna meet in hell, and George is gonna produce for us Zoom shows, and nobody's gonna open the camera, and we'll find them after, and the Israeli Mossad will kill them. Don't worry. I'm Erik Angel. It was a pleasure. Follow me on Instagram, follow me home, do something with yourself. Okay, Beth? Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, Eric, that means we're gonna have to have a different interface, like maybe, tongue sensitive instead of finger. Now, everybody, if you don't have noise going on behind you, please turn your mics on, because we do love to hear you laugh. And trust me, when we say a joke and don't hear a laugh, first thing we think of, oh, that didn't work.
You saw how Beth just disappeared, like she ran away, like it was. Oh, is she? Woo! Sorry.
All right. So remember, if you're enjoying the show, please think about donating to the comics. I put it in the chat. It's paypal.me/BD comedy, or Cash App is $ButtonDown Comedy. We have one more comic. He is one of my personal favorites. I met him when I first started doing comedy about 3 years ago, and he's art. You will see. He's also one of the nicest guys I've ever met. So let's put our hands together and let's give it up for Arch.
Woo! Keep going for George.
Yeah.
So I gotta tell you, I'm looking at all you guys in your Zoom presentations. Everybody's got their nicely decorated houses and a plant and whatever. And I made myself a little stage. I feel like I'm maybe doing. This is gonna fall down before my set is over. I mean, this is maybe a crazy idea, but whatever. It keeps you from seeing the pain, right? This is my third Zoom meeting ever. So, like the last year, mostly I made my money by delivering food, and you'd be surprised how hard it is to do that online. It gets really, really tough, and then people give you horrible tips. But this interface is hilarious to me. So I'm not going to take it to the bathroom, so you can count on me for at least that much. Who's been vaccinated? Round of applause.
I've been vaccinated.
Who's had one or two? It counts.
2.
Sweet.
Oh,
Yeah, I just had my first shot about 2 weeks ago. I had got Moderna 1, And I gotta tell you, it feels like I was a teenager in the 70s. So, the way people are like, I got vaccinated, it's starting to feel like, it feels like being vaccinated is the new having a hot car. It's like, we'll get some COVID antibodies and a cute little Band-Aid. See, if we were in a room full of actual people, I would have to stop and let the room die down right now. That's what I'm telling myself.
But we're not.
Oh gosh. George, how long am I doing, by the way?
20.
No, I don't mean how am I doing. I know how I'm doing.
20,
One.
20.
How much time? I tried to message you.
Oh, as much as you want. 20 minutes is what I'm expecting, but whatever you want. Stop when you want to stop.
So I lost about 35 pounds during this COVID thing. And
Woo, 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 woo.
thank you. People are starting to see it. People are starting to notice. They're like, dude, what are you doing? How you doing it? I'm starving, God damn it. I am literally kind of starving because I'm doing intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting, if you're not familiar with it, it's when you spend majority of the day not eating and then you eat for a very short window. And so I go out and I drive all day for money. So I have to pack this big meal, and I put it in my car with me, but I know I can't eat it till like 5 or 6 in the evening. And after a while, you start feeling like one of those dogs who's trained to hold a treat on his nose and not eat it until you give him permission. I don't know. I just turned 60 in December.
Woo!
And
You look good.
How much?
Damn Dohi.
60, you said?
So I did turn 60.
No.
And I thought when I turned 60 years old, I thought I was going to get this good stuff, like that whole Alec Guinness Obi-Wan vibe, with the wispy hair and the white hair and the affable smile and the voice that hello there, but what I got instead? I got this and I got these.
Woo!
Yes.
I am 60 years old. What the hell am I supposed to do with abs?
I don't believe you that you're 60.
Fight crime? How would that work? I'd be like, there'd be people like robbing the place and I'd show up and I'd go, now you youngins need to just lay down your arms right now. And be like, shut up, old man. I'd be like, oh yeah. Like, no, we didn't know, man. We didn't know. I actually only have 2 abs. And that's weird because I thought when I kept losing more weight and I kept getting a thinner waist, and I thought, surely the other ones will come in. But what happens is those same 2 keep getting more and more defined. And that's why I'm starting to realize that maybe I only have 2 abs. That's going to be terrible. So I'm a mask guy. I'm a believer. I wear masks, religiously. And I actually had a half dozen masks ready before COVID because my wife made them for me in support of my stagecoach robbing career. But I don't know. I like the fact that we're doing this, that many of us are taking this effort to take care of each other. Because the mask that you wear offers some minor protection for you, but it offers a lot more for the people around you. And what I keep seeing is the YouTuber TikTok of a guy walking into Walmart and they're telling him he's got to put on his mask. And he's like, you can't tell me what to do. I ain't giving up my rights. Let me go in there right now. And what makes me feel so horrible is that in all these videos, Walmart always puts the saddest little employee up front. And every time I see that whole mess, I think, there's a lot of bouncers out of work right now. And I would love to see that guy. I have met some really cool bouncers, and I'd love to see one of those in front of Walmart. And that guy walks in, he's like, hey, I'm going wherever I want. You take away my freedom. And like he's reaching out, and all of a sudden, ow! I give up my freedom! I give up my freedom! Owie! I would love to see that. I hate this guy. I really do. You might look at a guy like that and think he's a real asshole. That's the whole thing. He really is. It cracks me up that I set up my little stage here. How do you like it?
Woo!
Beautiful.
This is a college room divider, and it's set up on my t-shirt bin. By the way, I sell t-shirts, and they're cool. But they're under my curtain right now, so I can't show you one. Oh gosh, I'm 60 years old, and yeah, you heard the voice I was doing earlier. It's like, oh, new kids today. And I started doing that voice when I was 20. And back then it used to kill because I was 20. And I've been doing it ever since. And what I noticed is that as the years pass by and my actual age approaches the age of the person whose voice I'm doing, the comedy value diminishes significantly. Now it's more like, oh, now I was your age. No, what was it like when you were my age? Thinking about getting a t-shirt because t-shirt. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. I have t-shirts right now. I can go upstairs and put them on. In this basement. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo because everybody's argument against tattoos, you've heard it a million times. What's that tattoo going to look like when you're 60? Mine's going to be fine. And if I hear you laughing and you're saving the whole show.
Do what I can.
Me and the boys won't be doing this all night.
I want to know what that hard stuff you're drinking is.
Pardon me?
What's that hard stuff you're drinking?
Coca-Cola,
Oh,
zero cherry. Catch
Wow.
the wave. That takes me back.
I thought I was gonna go with cheap vodka and apple juice.
Yeah, I've got this thing now. I try to drink. I diligently try to drink every once in a while. And what happens is I wake up with a migraine every single time. No matter what I drink, I've tried a lot of different things, and I'm not drinking a lot. But I wake up with a migraine and it's like, there's no punchline here.
it's sad.
It's like God saying, you suck at drinking. That's not a punchline. There's nothing. If you put that right next to a punchline, you'll see no similarity between the two items. This is weird with the black background. I'm looking at my hands do this. I'm gonna change this so that I don't have to look at myself because I feel like I'm doing a puppet show.
No.
There we go. Now I can see everybody. What's this like? Ha!
You're not. We can.
How do I work the Zoom thing, young fellas? Am I doing okay on the Zoom? I'm just one of you folks now.
Oh my God, I miss you so much.
I'm just zooming along with you. Jack Nabbit. You know, back in my day, we had Skype. Back in my day, we used to put the dag video right up on Facebook Messenger. Oh, but I remember a time when we didn't even have no video accompanied it to our phone calls. We spent a lot more time in the bathroom. So here's something weird. I mean, so I say that as if the thing that I just said wasn't weird. Okay, so like right here, you can see the rest of my room. You see how messy it is back there? It's a really good thing that, let's do this. Is that better? Yeah, okay. I don't know. I feel like dressing in dark against a dark background. It's like some kind of mime show I'm doing or something. But it's fun. And there's some symmetry here. So anyway, I'm putting these things away for now. I feel like now Eric's going to be watching me very closely. He seemed to be on masturbation watch earlier. I'll keep them really far apart over here. So sometimes I have this weird dream. I have naked dreams. And a lot of people, when you talk about naked dreams, it's something pretty spectacular maybe. But mine aren't those kinds of dreams. Mine are the dreams where you show up somewhere where you don't want to, like, I don't know, your old college classes or a business meeting or church or whatever, naked, and you're surprised. You didn't mean to show up naked. And in all these dreams, I had a million of these dreams over the years. And in all these dreams, there seems to be one consistent theme. I decide the best way to handle it is not to go, and run away. I decide to just go with it. You know, like, I can pull this off if I act normal, you know, like, and you know, it always makes things worse. And then the other thing I notice in every one of these dreams is that in every one of these dreams, all of the other dreams when this has happened are actual, like, in canon. They happen in that continuity. So they're real, right? So it's not, I can't believe I showed up for this place naked. It's like, I can't believe I showed up naked again. They're never gonna believe me. Here comes a bunch of one-liners. You guys ready for a bunch of one-liners? Okay.
Can y'all see me first?
Yeah.
Let's
Hey
see.
guys.
Hey,
Hey Art. I'm well.
cool.
Pretty good. Well, you know how it goes.
Oh, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you. I woke up this morning, took my meds. Now I'm in Tahiti.
Cool.
So
That was a jump.
Yeah.
you don't know what you need to try my meds.
I probably wake up with a migraine.
No, yeah, you know what? This is how good I am at doing this. I started an hour before you guys came on and I just now got in here. It's a new record.
You are my hero.
Thank you.
Okay, so here comes the bunch of one-liners. Are you ready for a bunch of one-liners?
We're ready.
I bought one of those new cooling gel mattresses, and then I bought the cooling mattress protector they recommended, and then I set the air conditioner before bedtime. I woke up 300 years later in a dystopian future. Seeing these signs that say, over the road drivers wanted, now I want to know what the hell's been going on underneath our road.
Yeah, good point.
The hair on my chest makes me feel like a man. The hair on my back makes me feel like a bad man.
Or they say that a man with, hair on his chest is sexy, but I say it takes a sexy man and a good lover to wear the shit all off.
Drew,
What?
I'm in love with you.
I mean,
Hold on.
hey,
Yes?
so I would ask one favor, Drew. If you start waxing, turn your camera off.
If I do what?
You start waxing.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Oh, okay. That will be funny. Here's something funny. Are you ready for this? I'm going to say words and you will laugh at them because of their funniness. I believe that all Waffle Houses should be made out of actual waffles. And each one contain a who cook drunk redneck who show up in the forest.
It makes sense. I'm sorry. It just does.
So is it the we've got a really cool dive bar in town, Eric, called Auditorium. If you ever come to town, you ought to check it out.
Yes.
And I was there one night and they were playing really loud metal before the show. And so, you couldn't talk to each other or anything. And I really had to go to the bathroom. So I sat there and I waited for that door to open up, and the minute it did, I ran over there, I grabbed that door and I was about to go in and I realized just kind of after the fact that another guy was maybe doing the same thing. And he had been watching it too. Maybe I couldn't tell. Or maybe he was just walking by. And I had my hand on the door and I couldn't say, hey, did I cut in front of you? So instead, I had my hand on the door and I go like this. And I realized immediately that could have meant, did I cut in front of you? But it also could have meant, do you want to go in the bathroom? It was really awkward because, you really couldn't talk to each. And finally, he goes and walks away. And I thought, oh, okay, good. I didn't cut him off. But wait,
He didn't want to go.
does that mean I didn't cut him off? Or does that mean he didn't want to go in the bathroom?
Which leaves you wondering.
Yeah. Because as near as I can figure so far, I'm pretty much irrevocably straight, but nobody likes to be rejected. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it at that. and you have been absolutely wonderful. Let's have a big round of applause for
It's,
everybody
it's,
here tonight.
I'm sorry, it's over already?
And yeah,
Well, shit.
take it back to George.
Okay, Art, you made your 20 minutes. I was just about to light you. You're good. Yes, it is a different fish to do Zoom comedy. No question about it. Especially our end of your third joke before you hit your first laugh. That's from the first joke.
Yes.
Had a good time tonight. Please tell friends, spread the word, get a bigger audience. Bigger the audience, the more laughs we get. And as you can see here, it was hard getting people to get their mics open. We got it. We got Beth and Drew, and they were
Woo!
Beth and Drew.
Hey, I put my pants on by myself this morning too.
We're on Zoom. You don't need pants.
Well, I was going to the grocery store. I kind of did, yeah. But, other than that, I'm with you, commando all the way.
I'm falling more and more in love with you, Drew.